NFL Week 9, early advance picks. Remember, this early stuff that we give out has nothing to do with what we give out on game day. Nothing. These are just early previews, and there's many injuries this week to many teams, but not these two teams. Ravens and Dolphins. Ravens get Lamar back. Tua looked good last week. 5 out of the last 6 between these two have gone over the total, and both teams have gone over many times this season. Ravens gone over 6 times. Last 6 for the Dolphins, 6 out of 7. Look for a lot of points in this game. That's why there's a high total. But who's going to cover? Our power ratings only make this a 5-point game, and I would not be surprised if Miami got close in this one and used that momentum from last week to get in here on a back door or something like that. I think the Ravens win, but I think the Dolphins cover. Take the 7.5. Broncos, Texans. Broncos are really going to miss Patrick Surtain. Their whole defense revolves around him. And the only reason they made the Broncos a 1-point favorite is because they absolutely destroyed the Cowboys last week. All the Texans have been struggling, except for last week. But C.J. Stroud woke up last week, and he didn't even have his top 2 receivers. He went 30 for 39 for 318 and 2 touchdowns. Expect the same here, as the Texans' defense is dominating and should dominate Bo Nix. Texans by 6. Niners are beat up. Giants are beat up. But there's something fishy with this 2.5-point line. I cannot figure it out. I think it's because the defense of the Niners is really banged up. And Scatterboo out for the Giants, that's a big deal. But I think the Giants can take this. I really do. I think they can move the ball in San Fran. And San Fran did not look good last week at all. I know Purdy may be coming back, and I know they got offensive weapons, but this line is just too fishy for me. I'm taking the Giants. Vikings are just too beat up. And the Lions have covered 9 straight in this series. Swept them last year and blew them out 31-9 at home. Expect the same here. Lions minus the points. This one's interesting. Titans, Chargers. I always tell you the Chargers are overrated. Always overrated, especially as a favorite. And the home team in this series, the home team has won each of the last 9 meetings, have won outright. Titans won 27-24 back in 2023. This is the Chargers' 3rd trip on the road to the East Coast, where they failed to cover on both tries earlier, against the Dolphins and against the Giants. And I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't cover this one, although I'm not touching Tennessee. But if I had to, I'm taking the 10. What I mean is, I'm not betting this game. Falcons, Patriots. There's so many injuries. London may not even play again. Quarterback for the Falcons may not play. The line's really creeped up to 6.5 now. And if it reaches a touchdown, I'm taking Atlanta. But New England's really hot right now. And one of the most underrated teams in the NFL. Really wouldn't touch this one. Got to see who's playing by game day. Bears, Bengals. Flacco's going to be limited in practice this week because of a sore shoulder. And I don't trust that defense for the Bengals whatsoever. Anybody can score on them. Look what happened last week with the Jets. So I got to side with the Bears and lay it. Jags and Raiders both off a bye, but the Raiders do get some healthy players back. Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, Jacoby Myers, all healthy now. But the Raiders are just 1-5 against the spread after winning in New England in Week 1. And their only win this year against the Titans. Jags haven't impressed me the last couple games either, and I was high on them earlier in the season. And they're 0-3 as a road favorite the last 3. I look to another game to bet. Let us know what you like in that game. Put it in the comments. Colts, Steelers. Give me the Steelers as a home dog to bounce back. There's a handful of teams that be 7-1 after playing these kind of games like Indy has. Dolphins, Raiders, Cardinals, Titans twice. Anyone would be 7-1 playing those. Indy looks strong and they are strong, but not in this situation. The Steelers rebound. Give me the 3. Give me the Panthers plus 2 touchdowns against the Packers. Same thing with the Saints against the Rams plus the 14.5. And I'm going to take the points here with the Bills. They're plus 2 now. And our power ratings point to the Washington Commanders plus the 3.5 at home against Seattle. Jaden Daniels back, of course. Game of the year this week in the NFL. It's our strongest play. It's one of the biggest plays I've had all year in the NFL. And also, if you haven't joined yet for college football, it is one of the strongest weeks of college football I've had all year. And I highly suggest getting them in early. So get aboard if you're ready to make some money.